see Tony just honestly bounce back and settle in after giving up that first pitch home run?
I thought he settled in nicely. I thought it was his best outing in quite some time. I thought every throw, conviction. I thought, everything was conviction. He made pitches when he needed to. He pounded the strike zone, used his entire pitch mix, front to back, top zone, in, out. I thought he had really good fastball command. Tonight, Austin did a nice job, and it was good to see Tony go out there and really pitch the way we were used to seeing him play baseball.
Is this a step that you kind of needed to see from him? And if so, I mean, is there a conversation that you have with him just in regard to what we discussed earlier?
No, there was no conversation. I don't think that there needed to be. I think he understands the expectations, the bar for him, for us, and he realized it tonight. So he'll go out there and he'll make his next start on an extra day, and I expect more of the same.
After some of the struggles, you kind of talked about wanting to find Outman find his level. Just the level he's had it the last month or so, does that give you more encouragement, more confidence that of what he is going forward?
More confidence. I think that I don't think anyone saw how this last 5 weeks was going to be for Tony, or 4 weeks. But the way he responded was really good to see. I'm encouraged by it, and my confidence really hasn't wavered. I think that this is more for him to go out there and realize that when he goes out there and throws the baseball like we're used to seeing, these are the results. So it's not going to be always 6 innings, 1 run, 6 punch, but my expectation for him is to pound the zone and throw every baseball with conviction. And if he does that, then he's going to be more of the pitcher that we used to see.
I was saying Outman's.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Stretch for Outman. Does that give you more confidence?
Sorry about that. Outman, I think for Outman, James, obviously we talked about the rookie of the month, and then he slid for a couple, 2.5 months there. You look at the month of August, he's getting on base close to 500, maybe 500% of the time, 50% of the time, and he's driving in runs, taking good at bats, and it's at 1,100,000 OPS. So for me, left-handed, right-handed, he's just taking consistent at bat, hard contact. So I think that we talked about a few weeks ago that I no longer look at him as a rookie. I look at him as a major league player, and he's playing to that level right now.
How's Freddie?
So it was on the outside of the right knee. He's getting treatment. Refused to get an X-ray. So my expectation is that he'll be in there. So he posts. So I think a normal player, I'd probably have him down tomorrow, but my expectation is he's going to be in there.
How long do you have to play in this league to be able to refuse an X-ray? Is that?
Yeah, I think he's, if anyone's deserved that or earned that, it is Freddie.
The pitching in July, we hammered you with the high ERA. It's 2.40 in August now. What has changed? How much of it is the maybe softer schedule? How much is adjustments in there?
I don't think it's a softer schedule. I think if you look at the last road trip, I think that the starters, I think the guys that we acquired at the deadline, I think are a big part of it. I think Lance, Joe, and Ryan Yarbrough have done a fantastic job. I think the bullpen is settled in, and I think Julio. So I think that just collectively, everyone, and now with this start from Tony, I think it's been a big lift for all of us. So I don't think it's the opponents. I think that when we weren't throwing the baseball, I don't think it really mattered who we were playing either. It just wasn't a good result, and we're throwing the baseball much better.
Being the favorite team in the NL to reach the World Series, how difficult is it keeping the team motivated and focused and not taking their talent for granted?
I don't think that we take the talent for granted. I think that, what's interesting is, from the get-go, we were sort of a dark horse. And the Braves have had a great year. But right now, I think our focus is honestly just to win the game tomorrow. And to just keep it more micro and try to win the day, win the game. And, if we're fortunate enough to get the postseason, we'll deal with that when we get there.
Are you still hopeful for JD tomorrow?
Just talking to the trainer, no, as far as in the lineup tomorrow. I think tomorrow they said that they like him he'll be available to pinch hit, but he's not going to start.
It's been a week now from this latest iteration. Are we talking IL yet?
No, I think that him being available to pinch hit tomorrow, and the plan is for him to be able to start on Tuesday. So today was better than yesterday, it was better than the day before, but certainly it's not as good enough to be in the lineup. But if we fire that bullet tomorrow, I'm going to feel good about firing him tomorrow at any point.
Would that be the same with Mookie? Give you an extra day with the off day?
No, Mookie, I'm expecting to be in there tomorrow.